ones in the drawer on the wall.
I need that thumb to cover mine.
FYI,
What did you do?
We're live. The
Yeah,
trophy
work.
isn't quite in view, Chris, so you can push it into the way when you want to. We're good to go. Oh, make sure the mic's on.
Is it a blister from
All right.
breaking or
Yeah,
something?
just the reciprocal.
Let me check the comments too. I forgot to log those up here.
Oh yeah, I'll pull them up as well. There's a notification.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much
I
for
didn't get an
joining
ad,
us.
Mark, did you monetize it?
So with the new app, it doesn't let me do it from the phone, so I'll have to add it later. But so welcome to the Morning Brick, the best place for Lego news, rumors, and opinions here at Atlanta Brick Co. TV. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got our typical panel here: Mark, Daniel, and Chris.
Seems like we're the regular crew now. Yeah.
The regulars, and I think some of the more knowledgeable Lego people.
You wanna get in real close?
We're gonna get some more knowledgeable Lego people here at the store, so this is gonna be another good session. We've got a couple of good Lego news items to break down, and a few little fun things to talk about, like the trophy and ketchup bottles and other.
Yeah, Scott's
knickknacks.
going on some rant about why Heinz ketchup is a conspiracy. I don't know. I don't think you should be buying Heinz ketchup.
Is Heinz ketchup a conspiracy? I haven't heard about this. So.
I guess
Mark shouldn't have bought Heinz ketchup. I've been in grocery retail for 38 years. Mark should not have bought Heinz ketchup. They just discontinued their mayo. That's what everyone loved. Okay.
Oh, just because they discontinued mayo?
I don't know. You should have bought the mayo instead because it's going to be collector's mayo.
Nexus to Zach wants everybody to know he's in Destin, Florida.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Very jealous.
I'm sure it's nice in Destin, Florida right now, honestly. It's not bad here. It's a little cool, not bad.
45 in Yuma, Arizona. Wow.
Easy days.
Scott Schiller also said, holy moly, BTS running up to almost $400. Actually, you can watch BTS Between the Studs for free.
Yeah, we're here on YouTube.
Is it Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
It's
Saturday
always
at
been
9:30.
free. I mean, if you want to join the membership, you can
make
pay
a BTS
for it.
Lego
but
set. We could have a sticker of this in the background. That'd be really cool.
I would actually like to make a little vignette of a
No,
set.
Between the Studs is always free.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That Between the Studs set selling pretty good on eBay, honestly. But I think Morgan actually called it by saying that it was going to be very popular. So some of us were saying it's never going to sell. I was one of the people that thought it wouldn't do great, but
I'm seeing a lot of chatter on it.
Yeah.
It brought people together.
it brings hope and joy to the world.
Parents,
Your music saved my life.
a parent was able to bond with their kid over it. Yeah. I actually know someone who built it with their kid. And they
I do too,
enjoyed
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Somebody already got one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. First, Mark has a crystal addiction. Now ketchup. No, ketchup's always been there. I'm sorry. That was probably one of my first addictions is ketchup. And
You
then,
gotta put something on food.
Yeah,
Mine's
exactly.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
There you go. Chick-fil-A sauce, barbecue sauce. There's good stuff.
I'm a ranch guy.
Ranch
Sriracha.
Joe is the ranch guy too. He
Yeah.
is. Absolutely.
He's also the sour cream and onion guy.
Yeah. Exactly. Heinz ketchup between the studs. I mean, absolutely, Johnny Flounder.
Morgan likes the idea of collector's mayo. Yeah, just like Lego, don't leave it in the sun too long.
Wait.
It'll ruin the value.
Who's Flounder collects? Is that Johnny Flounder?
That's Johnny Flounder's alt account. Yeah, he'll log in on the wrong account every now and then. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Heinz
All right.
ketchup between the studs. Ooh, no, you better wash your Lego if you get ketchup between the studs.
Oh, in some countries, Heinz ketchup can't legally be called ketchup due to the low percentage of real tomatoes. That being said, Heinz rules. There you
That's
go.
like the ice cream frozen dairy dessert thing.
Yeah.
Or,
It's mostly sugar, yeah.
or
but it's,
what's the champagne that's not champagne? Sparkling wine or something.
Yeah, it's just conglomerated
Semantics.
stuff. Yeah, it's not good for you, but it tastes good. So, yeah, exactly. All right, let's get to the actual. Oh, first, before we get to actual Lego news, let's talk about our Lego weeks. I had a few things happen. What about you guys? Anything interesting in your Lego weeks this week?
Well, I had a few things happen too.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go,
go
Chris.
ahead.
What was your?
Oh,
fun...
we're gonna talk about them?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
wow, I just made that up.
I was
Well, that's your fault for lying.
All right, I see something Lego on the table here that probably
Yes,
could count for
yeah.
that, Chris.
So we finished the football trophy, the fantasy football trophy. John Snyder won.
We
Yep.
did. We all finished it. We were all
Yeah. So
group
Steven,
effort.
this was
Mostly Steven, yeah.
built by a professional, a Lego master.
Yep.
Steven Erickson.
Hey, we're all Lego professionals
And
here. We earn
Steven
money.
and I worked
Yeah.
on it together. Steven made the trophy. Mark, you made the minifigure?
Yes, I did.
Mark made the minifigure. And I made the label.
So that's where all the
And I stuck the
minifig
label on
stands
it.
went. Believe it or not, I was actually having a hard time finding minifig stands in
We
the
have a
store the other
bucket
day.
somewhere.
Well, I think what we did was we went through and we put a lot of them with our CMFs that are in
okay.
storage.
And
so that they would
the
always
football
be
is
with-
actually playable.
Yeah, you could throw
at
that.
least once.
Exactly.
And we tested it out. I threw some zingers out in the back to Steven and, and it
Some long
works.
bombs.
It works good, yeah. That's it right there.
But so this year was our first season, and next year we're gonna make a big deal about it. We're
Yeah.
gonna make it even bigger.
We're going to document it. We're going to have probably a live stream with the draft. I mean,
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
that's right here. It'd be
A lot
fun.
of fun.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
nice.
So that's that.
it was fun, honestly, this season, too. We didn't really document or discuss it here on the channel, but, like, it was most of the employees at the store, as well as a few friends of, like,
Yeah.
the business. We
Some
had
vendors,
yeah.
Big Kid Bricks, who makes our customs, played.
The guys down in Longwood. Were
one
The
of
guys in
one of the guys
Orlando.
down in
Yeah.
Longwood
Yeah.
played, yeah.
So it was fun. It was good. And John won. He won, but it was because of a very unusual circumstances in the last game of the
Yeah.
season. So it's
Oh,
a little
it
bit
sounds
close.
contested.
He knows that. He knows
It
that.
all
so.
came down to that Bills game getting canceled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But next season will be fun. We'll see how we do. So looking forward to that for sure.
So this is one of the best trophies we've got in the store.
I think so. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, certainly top two.
It's
Yeah.
one of the trophies we have in the store, Chris.
Yeah. One of the best.
Exactly.
Top two.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. So Daniel, what's your Lego news for this week?
I don't have too much going on.
Okay.
I've been saving money mostly since I got back
Hey.
from Germany. I bought a couple things this week on store credit. I got the Technic John Deere tractor set.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I think it's cool. I got one of the little old trees from like the town plan stuff, 50s and 60s. So just some small things I picked up, but not too much going on otherwise.
Nice, yeah. For me, it's kind of same-o. Bought a few things here and there. I've been buying like little knickknacks throughout the week.
You
so.
took home a big box yesterday.
That's true. There,
Saw that
Chris
on Instagram.
put out some nice Exaforce sets for sale, and with that 20% off, I had to spring for them, and they were really cool, so I got those. I also built a
Now,
lot
correct
of
me
rock
if I'm
rigs.
wrong, but these are the ones that you were hoarding in your office for a while.
I was.
And then you finally went through, cleaned out the office.
Yep.
Other employees spent the time to fix up the sets, get them all looking nice, put them out for sale, and then you bought.
Yep.
Mark
20%
Mark
off.
was like, wait, I can get these built
By somebody else.
and dusted
Yep.
put together,
cleaned.
dusted.
and 20% off, and I just kind of sneak them out of my office and put them back on the processing table.
That's
What a power move.
that's how it worked out. I don't know.
Mark's been working here a while. He knows how to work the system.
Anyway, besides that, I did work on the Rock Raiders build. I got a massive blue Geode built, which is really cool looking.
That's
It's getting to the point where the iPhone camera barely picks it up on the picture because it's so bright it actually drowns out everything in the picture. It just looks like a blue, like a glowing orb. It's like you can't even see the detail. So it looks amazing in person, but it is kind of blinding for the camera. So I'm worried that it's going to be hard to present in future as I do more of these, but we'll see. But
I think it's because it's very color saturated too, right? Because the red one and the blue one are using red and blue lights, and
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I think the pink one shows it better because don't you have white lights?
that's
behind
true.
your
Yeah,
crystal?
just
So maybe
normal white LED lights.
Just
there.
a little bit of the difference in color helps it show up better.
We did do a neat experiment yesterday. It wasn't really an experiment. We've done it many times before, but one of our customers had a Commander Fox, and he had and he's expensive. How much is he?
Over $100.
Over
right?
$100 probably.
Yeah.
And he had just started yellowing. Not bad, not that you would really see it, but if you compare it next to another clone, he's yellowing, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want a $100 minifigure to have any imperfections. So he gave it to us, and we put it out back in hydrogen peroxide, and within an hour, it was nice and sunny here in Georgia.
Nice.
Within an hour, he was like new,
Yeah.
pristine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. All right. How are we doing on comments? Let's see.
Geology Joe woke up early to watch. Thank you.
There you go.
Good morning.
Yeah, if you're on the West Coast in California, you do have to get up a little early to watch the Morning Brick
Yeah.
live.
Morgan and Geology Joe are not always tuning in every week.
You could always watch it later. It's like within an hour it uploads as a normal video, and you can look it up and find it later
Yeah.
if you need to. And I totally understand. That's how I watch a lot of streams if I don't get to watch them live. So.
If you still have the notification and you do watch later, you can even usually watch it before then.
Yeah.
You just may not have the live chat.
Exactly. Wow, the only new Commander Fox on Bricklink is $325.
Woof.
Yeah, no kidding, Morgan. That's awesome. So, yeah, alrighty. Travertine has some tips for filtering the blue light on your camera
Okay,
lens.
give that a shot.
I will try that out, Travertine. Thank you.
All right, let's do some news.
All right, Lego news. Official Lego news. Oh,
Well, and this is part of the news.
yeah.
Mark C. mentioned that the Bricklink Designer Program Series 1 voting has started.
Yes.
And there's this is a problem, I think. There's too many submissions to vote on.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 375
What?
Things
submissions.
to vote on.
So I was looking at them this
Ooh.
morning. First thing I see is a castle.
Yeah.
You know, and of course they all look cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it really doesn't matter. They all look like castles and they're all cool. So I vote on it and I'm like, I love it, right?
Yeah.
And then I go down and there's another castle. And another castle.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, that's surprising they would have 2 or 3 castle entries in the
Top voting, yeah.
top voting, but then you go down and it's like you've got to go through like 100 different pages to see all the submissions.
Yeah.
And that's
Need to
just
narrow
not
the field a
it's
little
not
bit.
practical. They need to narrow the field exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they'll do that next time. I don't think this works.
They're always figuring
it's
it
not
out.
going to be as diverse a wave of sets as it has been in the past, I don't think.
But they are awesome. They're really, really good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
We'll get a good set, but I think that it's going to be hard to do the normal voting process. So.
they do make it really easy for you to vote.
Now,
too.
could you see which ones people were voting for? Any tallies, or was it totally?
I didn't notice it, but I'm
Okay.
assuming the ones at the top were being voted on the most.
So it could be the kind of thing where, if it ends up that it's like 10 castles that get voted in, they may kind of fudge the numbers
Yeah.
a little bit to get a better selection.
Just one castle in versus
Right.
3 castles
Yeah.
in. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. Yes, the voting system is lame. Yeah, so the voting system might not be working, but we're probably going to get a castle just because it seems like castle people seem to vote more on
Yeah.
these things. So.
All right, take your pick: Star Wars, Jurassic Park, or nope, just those
Star
two.
Wars.
Okay. All right, we got Mandalorian season 3 sets.
A couple
we
released.
have, honestly, I'm gonna say out of the 2, so we have the Pirate Snub Fighter and we have the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter Micro Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly gonna say I think there's more redeeming qualities in the Micro Fighter than there are in the Pirate
No.
Snub Fighter.
Daniel and I had this conversation yesterday, and I actually like the Pirate Fighter.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It is neat, and it's smart for Lego, in my opinion, because there's 6 of them in that episode.
Mhm.
So if you want to recreate a scene, you might buy more than one.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah.
So I like that. The 2 minifigures, the pirate minifigures, are really, really cool. You get a really cool Star Wars pilot in jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pirate's got like the band around his head, and there's a lot you can do with that. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's one. The second thing though is what I don't like about the actual episode of The Mandalorian is that
Spoilers, by the way.
it's
Yeah.
the pirate ships, in my opinion, should all be different.
Yes.
You shouldn't have 6 identical pirate ships.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. They're supposed to be a ragtag, kind of like they all have different ships,
I mean,
different modifications, colors.
The pirate business must be pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
they've got
fleet, yeah.
massive,
I doubt
ship.
they'll explain this later, but I could maybe see explaining it through, because they have the big flagship, right, that
Yeah.
the captain guy was on. Maybe those smaller ships just came with the bigger ship when they stole that from whoever they stole it from.
You're right, and I'm gonna
But
let
yeah,
it go
just from the world
because
building.
it was really cool.
Yeah,
and
it looked great.
The pirate commander, who looked a lot like Davy. Who's it?
Davy
Davy
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
except he
plant
had kind of like a
monster.
kelpie.
But that's what
yeah.
pirates look like, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
They look gnarly. Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
it was an interesting Star Wars take on pirates, for sure.
So I liked it overall.
So I do like the Snub Fighter and the Micro Fighter. However, I think they're both overpriced.
How much is it?
Because the Micro Fighter is listed at $16,
Okay.
which is
is
a little
like
bit higher.
Battle pack prices.
Which is, getting to the point where we should have more figures or a more substantial set. It's usually, what was it, $10, $15? So it's
Yeah.
going up. Snub Fighter is $35.
What? Oh, wow.
That should have been like 20 or
It should
25.
have been $20. That's what I think it should have been.
That's a $20 set.
Because you got 2 figures, and it's like 280 pieces. So 20, 25, reasonable. 35, that's getting into unreasonable as far as parts count and minifigure count territory.
You're right. And
It's just because Star Wars is expensive.
They just did a Mandalorian Starfighter last year.
The very nice
Yeah.
minifig scale version. It's very cool. I mean, that one's, I think it's like $60.
No, they did the Microfighter.
Oh, yeah, they did the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
So.
And so the price is getting a little bit higher than Microfighter 16, yeah. So it's just a little bit, but I think there's nothing wrong with the designs. And I mean, you could argue about whether the Pirate Snowfighter is a good idea versus like a...
Yeah, I think we just haven't seen enough of the ship in the show to make me get really excited about it. I saw it and I'm like, wow, if this is the only set we get for all of season 3, that's kind of...
That would be a little bit of a letdown
sad,
compared to like, imagine a scene from like Navarro where they're like, it's a beautiful city and there's pirates visiting and
I
they're...
would have loved that, or even the big pirate flagship or something probably could have
I'd
been
like
done
to have
pretty
seen it's not IG-88, but it's IG-67 or something
Yeah,
like
IG-11,
that.
yeah.
A scene like that with him as the statue.
Yeah,
And
easy.
but then it's a minifigure and it can come to life. You know?
Yeah, easy, that'd be great.
Brick Mom Virginia said it's a $10 set with the $25 Star Wars tag.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And Morgan said there's a new blue cockpit in the pirate snub ship.
I didn't know about that,
I
but
didn't see that.
it looks kind of bluish.
I mean, it's got a
Yeah, what is
bluish
that?
tint to it, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
I'm gonna call that smoke blue.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is blue. It might just be the render making it a little kind of a darker
Yeah,
blue
it'd be
color.
hard to see until we...
It could just be the
See some better
classic,
pictures
like
of it.
tinted glass color that Lego's done. Anyway, we'll see. It looks blue from there, though. You're right. So, all right. So Star Wars, they look all right, but they're a little bit high in price.
The thing with the Microfighter is it comes with the new helmet, the helmet that had been previously exclusive to the UCS Razor Crest.
That's true.
So that's what's nice about that one.
There you go. Yep. Alrighty. So there's a little bit of other Lego news. I think we really should talk about Jurassic Park pretty soon because those are just awesome. You want to talk about those next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for Star Wars, right?
I think that's the only
That
two
was
Star
it.
Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just those two.
Jurassic Park. We've seen a lot of Jurassic World sets over the past couple years with Lego. I remember when they started, 2018, 2015 even. I mean, they've been going for a long time. And every now and then they'll drop a Jurassic Park set in there. And people get excited. There's the original figures. I think I'm not saying they're more popular than Jurassic World, but the older fans appreciate them more.
I think this 5 sets that we're about to get is more than we've ever gotten Jurassic Park sets in total before.
Yeah.
Because there was the big gate, there's the T-Rex breakout that was a recent one, there was the playset style one that was like the command room,
And the Raptors.
and then there might have been like a juniors one or something.
Yeah.
That had the Jeep.
Mhm.
So it might have been 4 or 5 sets at all in previous, and so now we're getting 5 sets for
doubling
the,
it, yeah.
Was it 30th anniversary?
I think
Jurassic
so,
Park, which
yeah.
is crazy because that came out in,
90
I guess 93.
Yeah.
So that was 30 years ago. All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the 5 sets we've got, we can start at the bottom and work our way up.
Yeah.
I guess the bottom one, the 5th one, is a junior set. It's a 4+, and it is a. I'm working on pulling it up here. I'm stalling.
It's all good. Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see, where is it? There it is. Yeah, it's a Velociraptor Escape, so it's just a little pen, but it comes with a dark gray and dark tan Velociraptor, which is a pretty nice color scheme. You get Ellie Sattler and Robert Muldoon. He's like the hunter guy. Yep.
What boring characters, right?
Actually, I was saying I
I'm
love
glad-
these characters.
I'm glad to be
Yeah.
getting Jurassic Park characters in cheaper sets because most of them have been very expensive.
That hunter guy was kind of cool, but also super nerdy with his like really high shorts, and it was just a fun, interesting character. And he's always like clever girl, and he gets eaten. You know, it's just great.
I keep seeing these characters, the minifigures come through, and I'm like, I'm not really paying attention to a lot of these Jurassic World sets, and I'm just taking them. And I look at them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's Jurassic World.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just gonna put it in Jurassic World.
That's true for a lot of them. I do like these because they're from the original movies. So the
Yeah.
new ones are really much, look at them and forget them. But yeah.
Yeah, John Hammond and Samuel L. Jackson's character, Dr. Arnold, I think is his name. were like very expensive minifigures from the ones that came in the gate. I think they were at least $50 or $60 a piece. So it'll be nice to get those in kind of a cheaper fashion. The next smallest one is Dilophosaurus Ambush. So we've got Dennis Nedry driving the Jeep with more of kind of a muddy or rusty pattern on the Jeep, and it's got the dark tan kind of canvas covering on the back. As you predicted last week, the sign definitely looks like you can spin it.
Yep.
Because it's in a Technic pin.
It's got to.
What I find really interesting about this set is it has a printed can of Barbasol. So Lego must have done a licensing agreement with Barbasol, because that's a real shaving cream company.
They still exist, right? Yeah.
So they might be obscure enough that Lego reached out to them and they didn't charge them any money for it, or I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff works. I'm sure it was still a lot of legal paperwork and stuff like that, but probably not a lot of money was changed hands.
I'm sure they were actually pretty excited about being included in the little set.
They're probably still trying to be relevant.
Yeah.
We've got the Brachiosaurus Discovery. So this has a very large molded Brachiosaurus. I think it said it was at least 9 inches tall. I haven't been reading prices. Promobix always puts them in euros, but I guess that's pretty close. $84.99 for that one. Seems kind of steep to me. But you get the more standard Jurassic Park Jeep.
It's the only way you can get a Brachiosaurus. I mean, that's
it's
gonna sell.
one. Well, unless you count the old.
The old
Sand
one is
green.
expensive too. That one's like $120 now, I think.
There you
Yeah.
go. Well, you'd be better off getting this one.
Yeah.
I really like the way the Jeeps look. I've built mocks of Jurassic Park Jeeps in the past that are about minifig scale, and
There's
I
that
think they got this
tan
pretty spot
Jeep
on.
that they have that's out now, and it's Biosys or something like that. It says on it.
yeah, from Jurassic World.
And the first time I saw that, I thought, oh, that's a Brickmania custom or a Battle
right,
Brick
yep.
Customs, and I was like, and I keep seeing it every time I see that, it catches my eye, and I'm like, wow, that's a custom one.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
They look great. Yeah. The vehicles are getting better, I think, as far as realism, because the original Jurassic World sets, the vehicles were way too big and goofy. They weren't even in the movie or show, so these are looking like the ones from the movie. It's great.
They're trying to they originally tried to make vehicles that you can put dinosaurs in.
Yeah.
It was like, come on, you can't put
It's
dinosaurs
stupid.
in
Yeah, they
vehicles.
never even
Well,
did
they
that.
did
in the
that. They did that with Dino Island from Adventures. Then they did it with Dino Attack. Right, was the next one.
Yeah,
and
Dino
then
Attack,
Dino 2012 or 2011 or whatever the regular one
Here's
was.
an idea for Jurassic World, because I mean, how often can you keep coming out with the same idea?
Yeah.
Right. Instead of making an amusement park, make battle beasts, and put
Yeah.
things on them, turrets, gun turrets on them, people, saddles.
Yep, exactly. Riding them, flying them into each other, dropping bombs.
Yeah, there was a cartoon when I was a kid of Dino Beasts or something like that. Somebody will say it, I'm sure. But Dino
I know
Rider
what
is
you're
something.
talking about.
Yeah, there's
I
that.
can't-
That
They
is
were
a genre.
really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, they should
Yeah,
bring
they were
that back.
dinosaurs with guns mounted on the
I'm
sides.
tempted to buy these sets just to have the dinosaurs, to put guys with turrets on these dinosaurs and have fun with it, because
There you go.
people have done that in Lego and it's great. So.
I have to go get my wallet real quick. I have to buy
Okay.
concert tickets at 10 o'clock.
Okay,
Okay.
go do it.
I'm
Go
gonna,
do it.
I'm gonna do that.
We'll keep rolling through
We'll,
this.
we'll,
while we're
we'll
talking.
keep going through Jurassic
I
Park
think
here.
the other reason this is so expensive is they put too many pieces into the tree.
That's a big tree.
I mean, I know that the tree was part of it. I assume you can put the... I think this is the scene, not when they first see the Brachiosaur, which is what I was thinking it was, but I think it's a scene where the Jeep actually is like crashed into the tree and falling down, and then they sleep in the tree, and the Brachiosaur is like eating the leaves out of the tree, but I think they just put too many pieces into it. And then the last one, let's see, did I get all four? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the last one, number 5, is the Visitors Center. I think it looks good for what it is, for a playset style. We got a lot of minifigures, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 minifigures and 2 dinosaurs.
Yeah, Chris, don't
So-
show off your card to the stream.
Oh
here.
yeah, make sure you don't do that.
Make sure it's not legible. I'm serious. They can see your numbers if you're careful.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this one is, let's see. So it's listed as 120 euros, but I think that's good for 6 minifigs and 2 dinosaurs. So you've got the 2 kids, Lex and Tim. Then you've got Ellie Sattler and Alan Grant. And then, Ray Arnold is Samuel Jackson's character. And Dr. Wu. So, wait, which set did the... Oh, John Hammond came in the... that's in the Brachiosaurus set. I'm surprised he's not in the visitor center set. But anyway, you got some nice scenes inside. There's a scene where they're sitting at the table and they've got the Jell-O in the bowl. A lot of these scenes were in the gate, but they were just like built in as like little kind of vignettes in the back side of the gate.
So Randy was looking at this morning, and I don't know if you guys talked about this already, but she said something about there's dinosaur poop.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And
I
you,
skipped over
and
it.
you,
I think I missed
something
that
is
one.
hidden inside the dinosaur poop.
I did miss that one. So that was the Triceratops. I thought I had skipped one. So this one comes with the lime green and dark red version of the Jeep. And the Triceratops.
The one that goes
Ian
in the track
Malcolm.
in the movie.
Yep, and it has a buildable pile of poop. It has a frog in it. Is that what she was talking about? Oh wait, no. Yeah, there's like a cherry hidden inside it. A poop cherry. That may be supposed to represent in the
Berries,
movie.
no.
Yeah, that's right. In the movie, the Triceratops had eaten some berries or something, and she
I don't know. She's
figured
got
out that they were poisonous.
She's got a pink torso. And
No,
a
no,
pink
no, no. We're
clothing,
not. No,
so
we're
it
not
might
going
be,
there. We're not. No, no, nope, nope. Back to the visitor center. Okay, you've got the T-Rex fossil, which I think is a little smaller than some people were hoping.
Yeah, it's
But,
a little bit on the pint size.
I could see people very easily swapping this out with the Ideas fossil set. You've got the. I think it's really smart that they did a plastic banner for the when dinosaurs roam the earth banner, because that's a key part of that scene is when it kind of like flutters down from the ceiling. We've got the little like nest for the eggs, and then you've got the lab over on the left, and I think it comes with the 1x1 brick that's got the mosquito and amber.
Nice,
pattern.
yeah. I think Scott was talking about that last week.
So a nice handful of pieces. I could also see people buying this just to get some of those exclusive elements like the banner, and then making a much larger mock of the visitor center now using some better pieces for that.
That's what Nostalgic Land commented, said I might expand on the visitor center when I have enough parts. There
For
you go.
sure,
So
yeah.
it's a great
So get
base.
some of the
Yeah.
get some of the starter pieces and some new prints and stickers and things and kind of go from there. I like that they included the ceiling fans in there too. That was kind of
Very
nice.
iconic, yes.
Yeah, iconic part of that scene. You don't see a lot of ceiling fans in Lego builds.
Oh, Raymond says, Chris with the dino poo jokes, there is a chocolate frog on the top. So, like the castle
Yeah.
set, there's
Yeah.
also a chocolate frog on
They
the
love
dino
their
poop.
frogs.
It's so great that in Lego we can now build a huge pile of poop.
Well,
Yep.
and I feel like wasn't there? Did you guys talk about the Barbasol can?
Yeah,
I
a
did
little
get
bit.
that.
With
Yeah.
the white frog.
So that I'm not sure if that's in this set. I think Randy was saying that was in the set.
Was there a white frog with it? Let me see.
So,
it's
but,
it's hard to even
Somebody
see the,
had a
the
picture.
can of Barbasol in the. Oh yes, there is a white frog sitting next to
So the
it.
white
Yeah.
frog is the foam coming,
foam
out.
coming
So
out.
they've used that frog
Got it.
for poop now,
Yep.
for shaving cream foam,
Yep.
Bonsai tree
and
flowers.
bonsai tree flowers. That's just awesome.
The
That's
frog
really,
is the most
really great.
useful piece
Yeah.
ever. It's
Yeah,
great. So.
that's good. They've used it as other stuff too. I think they've used brown ones as table legs and all sorts of stuff.
It's awesome. Yeah.
So that does it for Jurassic Park. I'm glad to see more things like this, where we're getting these kind of widespread waves of more affordable sets, but come with good pieces and things for mock building if you choose to try and expand or make them better.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that this is good to see some very desirable, cool figures sets as far as the older Jurassic Park theme goes,
Because adults will absolutely buy these.
and they're more affordable than say some of the Star Wars ones, which are creeping up in value. This one seemed to be starting at a very low baseline. You can afford at least one of these if you want one. So
Yeah.
yeah, very very cool. Jurassic Park. Good to see those released. Excited. Looking forward to
For
them.
sure.
We got the Snub Fighter, Microfighter already. There's not a ton of Lego news. One other interesting thing, we touched on this last week as well, but the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom set does seem to be canceled versus just postponed. That's what everybody's saying. It's a rumor. The first was a
I mean, I
rumor.
don't think it'll ever be officially canceled because we had only ever seen leaked images. So
Yeah.
Lego has no cause to release a statement about it because it
Yeah.
was stuff that wasn't supposed to get out in the first place.
The rumor got canceled.
So at this point, it will either come out or it won't, and it's looking like it won't.
Yeah.
It's not even like the Osprey where they had already done public releases and sets were making their way out. As far as I know, there's no copies of this set out there. Obviously, if they do, they're going to be worth a lot of money. But
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah, it would be interesting if a few sneaked out into the market. That would be pretty fascinating. But yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like we won't be getting the Temple of Doom. And some people, this is just a rumor, some people were saying it's because Lego is worried about being kind of lumped in with the possible, controversial elements of Temple of Doom. Racism was thrown
Yeah.
around. So it's like, and yeah, that movie doesn't hold up as well as some of the other Indiana Jones installments in the franchise, but it's just like that's too bad that if that was the case, that's too bad. But I understand. So
Yeah.
they got to be careful. So.
But as far as the other Indiana Jones sets go, we saw some people who found them in the wild
Yes.
at bookstores and things, and were able to purchase them early. And so we do have some closer detailed pictures of people who've actually built them, taken videos of how the play features work.
Mm-hmm.
I think they all look really great. I'm really pleased with how the boulder works. I mean, when they said it was going to be a brick-built boulder, I was like, that's not going to look good at all.
Not gonna
How is that
work.
going to roll?
Yeah.
But so far, that looks really great. There's the feature where like the sandbag descends down into the column, and then the boulder falls and everything. So some good play features in the temple set for sure, as well as the Well of Souls with the large Anubis statue falling over. I'm trying to find the post that I had before, but that's all right. We've also got the fighter plane chase, which I love it. I'm glad to see it. I'm super happy to see it. But it's interesting when you get things like this, but then they won't do other things. I mean, this version now has camouflage on it, which the old version didn't. I think we might have a new windscreen piece here. It looks like the 6-wide curved windshield, but in 4-wide instead, because I think it's on top of a 2x4x6 curved window. So that may be, unless it came in Speed Champions or something before and I just didn't know about it.
Is that a new, not a stud shooter, but a tile shooter? A 1x1 round tile
Those
shooter?
have been in some Star Wars sets,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, but that is a relatively new piece for sure. I love the design of the car. The fenders and everything on the car look great.
Yeah, the car's pretty cool. The plane is interesting.
It doesn't get much more military than that.
It really doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
no, that is the most military thing they've released in a while. There's some fun Easter eggs and things we hadn't seen before. Like you mentioned, there was a sticker in the temple set that was King Kahuka reference.
Very close to the original Pirates Islander chieftain figure, which is very cool. So, yeah.
So it seems like we'll just be getting the 3 Indiana Jones sets now instead of the 4. There's
Yeah.
still no word about whether or not there will be sets coming out for the movie that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see.
Maybe later, once the movie's actually out, we'll see. And I'm not super excited about the Indiana Jones movie coming out because Harrison Ford's really old now, and it's not going to be quite the same.
You know what? He is, but he was just in 1923. This was his first television series he's ever been in.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? And he did really well.
He still got it then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, we were also talking earlier about whether or not the
Oh
the
my.
golden idol was the same as the old one.
Are those legs?
No, Chris. Read a book. Read a history book. It looks the same to me.
Can I see this?
I pulled up a side-by-side of the new picture and the old picture.
It looks exactly the same.
It looks the same to
Yeah.
me. Now, it could be the kind of thing where they
There's
didn't
something
have
different about it.
the old physical mold, but they still had the old digital files, and they just made another mold. I don't know.
This one looks. I think it looks a little more like a fertility statue.
Let me pull up. Well, there's the old one,
Okay.
and I had
Yep.
one that was at a better angle earlier. I'll see if I can find that picture. We'll do that after the stream.
Yeah, but they're
It looks very similar.
They haven't
so
changed
we'll
much
have to
if
see
they
if there's a distinction made on Bricklink once the inventory for that set comes out.
exactly. Yeah, it might even be listed as the same item, even though it's technically not because they got rid of the mold from back when the first Indiana Jones sets came out. But yeah, it's interesting. Danielle is insulting us with what is not a sticker.
A whatnot sticker here. I'll
Oh,
rotate
yeah,
it. There you go.
yeah.
You can look at my other stickers on the other side.
There you go. Yeah, we've got other stickers on Danielle's bottle.
There's no shortage of them.
You need a Virginia is for lovers sticker.
Oh,
We're gonna have to get to.
no, I don't think I do. Oh, hey, I got some news about Virginia. You want to hear some Virginia
Yeah,
news?
let's do it.
The first ever Buc-ee's location will be opening in Virginia between Richmond and Williamsburg.
Hey.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I don't. That's not my corridor. I go up
It's-
81.
it's a
on the
little
west
off
side of,
95,
You know,
yeah.
the western part of Virginia. I guess we'll call it West Virginia. But that's
Western
where,
Virginia.
That's
yeah.
where I go up. So
But you go to Brickfair, Virginia. Isn't that going to be in
Yeah.
the same area as the way to Brickfair? No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. No. Anyway,
Only if you
It's
go
on
up 95.
so we'll have to
on
make a
the
big
east
feet
side.
tour to make it
It's
to
in
Buc-ee's.
East Virginia.
It's,
Okay.
Hey, it's gonna be very close to where the new Lego factory will be opening too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great for
I think
trips.
I think the factory's on the west side of Richmond. The Buc-ee's is gonna be on the east side of
That
Richmond.
was big news, Daniel. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing.
you're welcome. Yeah.
Oh, Phoenix Flame says, "Where are the dang Galador references in the Indiana Jones sets?"
No,
I don't
no
know why they're not
Galador
there
references.
either. We need Yens on the wall, like as a mural.
No Galador references, no Bionicle Mask references in this one. They were doing a lot of those for a while. I don't know why. And then no C-3PO and R2-D2 in the Well of Souls either, which was interesting because that was in the old one. Because I'm pretty sure it's actually in the movie, isn't it?
It's in the at least deleted scenes or behind the scenes,
Yeah.
but it's
There was like a
It's a
panel
real
with some
thing.
stone carvings of C-3PO and R2-D2. That was a prominent sticker in the older version of that set.
Nostalgia Clan says there's a Lego factory opening in Virginia. We should probably mention that. for
Oh
those-
man,
yeah.
that's old news nostalgia. Yeah, Chesterfield County, they're opening the first Lego factory in the United States.
Yeah, so exciting news. Lego should hopefully not rise in value, in price, excuse me, dramatically because of this, hopefully. So we'll see. They'll be able to make it here, and it'll be hopefully be more affordable.
That's other news. So I think this week has been big news with Lego announcing their 2022 financials.
Yep.
And I think revenue was up 17%, and
Profit.
net profit was up 5%.
Yep.
And they attribute a lot of it to the adult sets and the larger sets, which to me, I was like, gosh, I don't know if they're going to sell them.
Yeah,
you know?
but apparently they are.
But they are. And we always question Lego. We're like, why do they do that? Why do they do that? But hey, look at the numbers. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
Yep.
That's the point of running a business, is to have your profits
Yeah.
keep going up. You see people online saying, and it's fine if they want to say this, they're like, well, why do they keep raising prices if profits are still going up? Because
they want the profits to keep going
how you-
up.
Yeah.
And we don't want
If you
Lego
don't raise
not
prices
to
and the
make
profits,
money. We don't want them not to make money, and we don't want them to break even. The more money they make, the more cool stuff they give us. Look at the gift with purchases over the past couple years.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower's apartment.
Yep.
well, this is the
Blacktron.
best. This is without a doubt the best
Blacktron.
gift with purchases have ever been.
You know, and they can afford it because they've got the budget. They're making money. Everything's good. Everybody's happy as long as Lego's making money.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's
Not complain about it too
definitely
much.
not complain.
It's like anything, it's about playing the system, right? Getting gift with purchase things, getting VIP points, and using that. If you're only ever buying sets for retail value, you're just doing it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. There are ways to get a little bit of savings. Not a ton, because Lego, is never really on sale that much anymore, but
All right. Well, a
Yeah.
good example is a guy brought in last night, right before I left. He brought in a bunch of stunts sets that he got on clearance at some Walmart,
okay.
and
That's the kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's
video.
one that we're not actually giving full retail price in trade because those were a little overpriced to begin with, and because of those motor elements and some of the large ramps and stuff like that.
Yep.
But we still gave close, like 75% of it. And he got all the brand new Star Wars sets.
Yeah. So,
And he got a deal. It was a good deal for him.
a good
I
trade.
was actually I was like, I don't want those stunt sets. I want my Star Wars sets.
That's right.
Yeah, Garrett Mason, we have not forgot the new Minecraft brickheads. That's still on our list.
We're working our way through the news items we got. So, see, Scott Schiller says back order and out of stock doesn't equal money. That's true, but at the same time, I think they'd rather sell out. And
Than to have
Than to have
overstock.
extra, yeah, so.
Then if they always have overstock and they have clearance prices to get rid of them, then people are not going to buy them. They're just going to wait for them to go on clearance. But you can't wait for this stuff to go on clearance. Like
Not anymore.
I was looking up a set to give somebody store credit for it the other day, and it was the 501st Battle Pack, the first one from 2 or 3 years ago. And it was, if you go to it on Lego.com right now, it's discontinued. and it has a sale price of $23.99. I was like, what? They discontinued that and put it on sale? But I guarantee it was like a day. It probably didn't even last a day.
It does always hurt when you look something up and it says sold out, but you see the sale price it had been right before it sold out. And you go, man, I wish I could have gotten it for that. But you would have to be at the right place at the right time. As far as I know, there's no way on Lego.com to set up for like notifications or anything for sale items. Do you know of anything like that?
No, but before Lego became what it is back in like 2011, I used to buy on Lego.com clearance stuff, and I remember one of them was Monster 4, the Connect the. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
the game.
The game, yeah. Lego games.
It's like Mastermind, I think.
Yeah, and so you got all those monster heads. You got the werewolf, the skeleton, and
We
all
have
that.
so many of those down
And
there.
then that's because I bought them on clearance back when they came out.
I mean, they're weird looking heads. It's like the little werewolf, and then there's the red one that looks like the devil. Yeah,
well, that's what it
weird.
is. And then
put the devil
Magma
in,
Monster, and it came with a 16 by 16 orange base plate, which only came in that set. Yeah. And I got them for $2 each, and I just bought as many as I could buy. I mean, hundreds. But you can't find deals like that on Lego.com anymore.
Not typically.
You can find stuff at Walmart sometimes in bulk like that, but again, it's a lot harder than it used to be.
Yep.
I mean, you used to see people filling up shopping carts full of stuff off of Walmart clearance, and you see it once in a while now, but not as often.
Yeah. The another thing that people are talking about in the comments is the new Minecraft brickheads, because they mentioned that before. They look pretty good. There's 3 that I know of, and one of them is the 200th brickheads set, which I didn't realize they'd already gotten to 200 brickhead sets.
Oh,
which is kind of cool. So it has a little golden label on the box, even though it's just a standard licensed brickheads. It's the llama, the brickhead Minecraft llama. So it's pretty cool. And it's the number 200, which is pretty cool.
That's a lot of brickheads.
It's a milestone, yeah. And imagine people who collect all of them. So it's like you got to have a big section for all your brickheads. That's a lot. So.
That's hard to collect all of them because they've got
Comic Cons and
the Comic Con exclusive ones.
Yeah, there you go. So the llama by itself is number 200. I was thinking one of these was a multi-pack, but yeah, the llama, the zombie, and the Alex are all individual. I think the Steve and the Creeper was a 2-pack.
Yes, they've done those before. Yeah.
And are those I think those are the only Minecraft brickheads they had done up until this point. So they're now expanding from 2 to 5.
Exactly. But yeah, they look good, and I think brickheads fans and even Minecraft fans will like these. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And 200. Yeah, I know 200 brickheads. It's a lot of brickheads. So.
That is. Yep.
And then the last.
You see a lot of people doing them on like a very small shelf, either like up around their ceiling or something, or like a row of very shallow shelves.
Exactly. Yeah, they're thankfully they're very compact, so they're not hard to display.
Yeah.
I got only one Lego news item left on my list. I think you got a few more things over there, Chris. But the March 10th, which is Mario Day, it's not an 18 plus.
I only saw it because you have it written down. March 10th spells out Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MAR 10.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
It's Mario Day. It's like I think it's kind of like
great.
how May the
That's
4th.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's one of my new favorite
How
holidays.
many years have they been
because of
doing that for, Mark?
I don't know. Anyway, so
Have they been doing it a while?
I didn't know this was a thing until recently.
Mario
so.
Day's been a thing for a while. Maybe not for Lego in particular.
I think you have to be a big nerd to know
like
that
a
day.
Nintendo nerd.
Anyway.
Hey, I'm not saying I celebrate it. I'm just saying I've known about it.
No. Yeah, so March 10th, Mario Day. There's going to be a Mario-related set for it. I think we've talked about this being rumored.
Yep.
But it's also now rumored to not be an 18 plus, according to some sources.
So it's not going to be another Bowser or Question Block Cube. It's probably going to be another playset.
Which is interesting because I was looking forward more to an 18 plus Mario set than a playset. Because I do like the playsets. They're the bread and butter of the Mario theme, but I don't know.
But what if it's in between? Because right now you've got your video game playsets, and then you've got your 18 plus massive sets.
Bowser, yeah.
What if it's in between, kind of like that new Super Star Destroyer?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, people have been hoping for a long time for minifigures because we've had nothing in that range. So if this was that, a lot of people would be very happy, but
Mario
I'm
minifigures?
not
Wow.
going to get my hopes up.
That would be very revolutionary considering their genre so far.
Yeah,
so.
I'm going to stay pessimistic and assume they're going to be introducing like a new character for the video game things, right?
Yeah.
They did
I'm an
Mario and
optimist.
Luigi and Peach.
I always think positively.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Except when I don't.
I'm a cynic.
You're a cynic? Okay. I don't know where I land on that.
Then I can't be
I
disappointed.
don't know where I would land on that.
I'd say you're an
trend.
optimist.
You think I'm optimistic?
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, especially when you're getting ready to film Heart Lake City Drama. I needed to talk
I
to
gotta
Mark about
psych myself
something,
up. Yeah.
and I walked. I don't want to
Knocked and came
the
in.
middle, and I look in the window, and Mark's in there, and he has a Heart Lake City Drama face.
I didn't know this. I'll have to record myself next time. It's funny.
The one that you were doing where it was actually the built set and you had all the little minifigures, I was standing out there recording a video of you doing it because it's Mark in here hunched over the table playing with dolls going, "Oh, Marcel, ooh, It was a sight to be seen for sure.
Oh my goodness.
It's some good blackmail for
Oh,
for the
good
future.
grief. But hey, what's funny is Heart Lake City Drama started out making like 100 views a video, which is not very good for our channel. Now they make like 800 or 900, which is pretty good
right.
for our channel.
Yeah,
so
that's a lot.
I'll take it for this 40-second video.
Speaking of new shorts, we're gonna do a new short with me.
I need to get some new shorts. It's getting a little warm out.
It is. I almost wore shorts today because
Did you?
once I
Okay.
go with shorts, I don't start again
Yeah.
till the fall, or even winter down here. But I didn't. I got jeans on.
I'm gonna tell Ed if you start wearing shorts to work.
It's gonna be so. I like finding things. I like getting interrupted from whatever I'm doing.
Yep.
Dropping everything and going to find something somebody else can't find. It makes me feel like I'm valuable. Right?
Yeah, that's good. You have purpose here, Chris. That's good.
Or you worried your
Plus-
job's at stake here.
Well, yeah.
You don't have good job security, Chris.
Plus,
You
I
gotta stay
can
relevant.
find stuff so much faster than Daniel.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were going to
Wow.
say everyone, which is true, but yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna rework. I know what you're getting towards here with your real idea. Maybe we do both of us and turn it into a race.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can find
That'd
it
be good,
first.
yeah.
We'll have to do that eventually. But yeah.
Or here, so anyhow, somebody's gonna say, "Hey, Chris, I need to find this part," and I go get it, and I've got to do it in under a minute, or else
Yes.
it won't be as short.
Exactly.
We
Yeah,
posted one already, didn't we?
yeah,
Or did I
but that
just see
was
the
like we
draft?
made this up after that,
Oh.
so
It's kinda
that
like-
was like the first.
That was the prototype. Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
Pilot.
But then Daniel has a good idea. He could do one where he doesn't find the part, and it's
Oh, that's not what I said.
and
No, that's not-
it finishes with wah wah wah.
No, okay, Debbie Downer. We'll see.
That is a good idea, Daniel. You come up with the best ideas.
Thanks.
Brick Mom VA says she'd pay money to see Mark filming Heart Lake City Drama, and yes, we can work
There you
that
go.
out.
Okay, maybe we'll do here's what we'll do. I'll see if I can dig up that video and maybe we'll release it as a special release to our members.
Yeah, for just
Our
the
channel
9 cents members, honestly, they could see that.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that'd
can
be
we
fun.
can give you all a benefit if I can find the video. I think it was a Snapchat, so I'll have to see if I saved it or not.
Alrighty, and then Morgan says, in the same vein as a Mario Day, like the Mar 10, Star Wars Rebels, Hera's droid is actually C1-10P, and if you squint at it 1-1, it kind of looks like a capital H, and that's the source of Chopper. Okay.
Oof. All right.
Oh,
You
gotcha.
can kind of see that. In a certain
All right.
font, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Interesting.
They do interesting things with droid names every once in a while. We were talking in the store the other day about the pink astromech droid, which is like R2KT, and it was named after a little girl, I think.
That's cool.
So they do interesting things like that with the droid names once in a while.
Yep. More Ed and Chris together is an amazing thing. I mean, yeah, it is, absolutely. So.
Why not?
Ed and anybody is amazing. Ed is a
Ed's
character.
great.
He is
a
so
character.
he is so
He's a
funny.
gem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the Lego Super Mario announcement is this Friday.
Yeah, coming up.
And also, we need to keep an eye out for an Epic Games Lego announcement coming soon about their metaverse.
Yeah.
So the way Lego has the golden rules, from back in the 1940s or 1950s, where there are 10 golden rules.
Yeah.
It's a universal play system, which they totally broke with Snap.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Galador.
Galador, Bionicle, yeah.
they paid
Galador
they
was
paid the
closer
price
than
for that.
Snap. I think Snap is actually one of the worst offenders.
Yeah, and clickets and stuff like that. But they've paid the price and they've learned from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyhow, they're coming out with, because this whole metaverse thing is new. They're coming out with a child-safe metaverse.
Yeah.
And they've got
Family friendly.
guidelines in place already.
Oh, that
And
sounds exciting.
They own, yeah. No military planes, unless you pay them a lot of money from Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and then you can come in and...
Unless you pay extra.
It's a pay-to-win scheme,
your
I
friends'
see.
Lego models. But anyhow, so they're a part owner in Epic Games,
Yeah.
you know, who makes Fortnite. And so is, I think, Sony.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really well funded. And they're going to get into this, really the first really good metaverse for kids. And it's going to be a lot of Lego in it. So
It'll be fun.
As much as, like, I don't care because I am not in the metaverse. And I don't think I ever will be. Don't know, but... I don't think I will be, but
Go watch Ready Player One a few more times. You might change your mind.
yeah. No, I like that movie. It's good. But anyhow, at least there's going to be Lego in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and you can buy Lego sets in the metaverse and put them together.
That sounds about as cool as the thing at the Lego store where you hold the box in front of it and it makes the crummy little 3D model, and the police cars drive around in circles around the police station.
Yeah. That reminds me of when you put your hand on the thing and it shows up a random figure that's assigned to your handprint.
Yeah, your hand.
So
the
the news is that they're making an announcement regarding it soon.
Well, looking forward to that. That is news, yeah. So that is going to be pretty groundbreaking, either in a long-term way or in a short-term. This was silly because some Lego games have not landed for me. Like the Lego Brawls is a big disappointment. So.
That's what I was going to bring up when you were talking about the kid-friendly thing, is when Lego does things that are like something else but makes it for kids, it becomes so dumbed down that it's not really enjoyable at all.
You just think about Mortal Kombat. And how
and
gruesome
Smash Brothers,
and graphic it is, but it's so fun.
And intricate, too. It's like, if you get
good
at
to
it...
be that graphic. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Is a great game, and they dumbed that down into brawls, and they took out half the controls, half
all
the
joy out of
moves.
it.
When Yoshi...
It plays like a Flash game.
When Yoshi slurps you into his mouth and poops you out in an egg, that is the best in Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, it's the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your choice of verbiage there was...
that is the most fun thing in the world.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
All right.
That's right, Chris. That's good. Lego should be manual, not
whatever gets you
virtual.
going.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a concept to argue for, Jelly Joe. But I think that they are going to be leaning into some more video game stuff. They've always been pushing for that with the apps and stuff, so we'll see.
We will see what they come up with. I have low expectations, so I could only be pleasantly surprised, or my expectations will be met.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Hipwell says, "Did you enjoy Brick Tales?" I haven't played that. I do want to play it because it's Lego and I got to try it out. And I think it'll be more fun than
I
the other
do really
ones.
want to try that one. It looks more like puzzle-based.
Puzzle-based game.
A better suit than a combat game for Lego.
Yeah. Alrighty. What
Any
else
other
do we
news?
have?
Has anybody built Rivendell yet?
So I've seen some of our coworkers and friends getting it and building it, and they say it's amazing. So overall, I think
Ethan has it, and he's coming in today. He's probably built it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Morgan has gotten it, and a few other of our viewers as well. So there's people who are enjoying it, and I've seen them sharing their stories on Instagram and stuff, and they're all raving about it. So I don't think there's any expectations, missed on that. So
I've been in this line now for 22 minutes, and I'm finally 1 minute away from being able to buy my tickets.
There you go. Hopefully you get them, Chris. That'll be fun.
One of the only hidden things I've seen so far in the Rivendell set that hadn't been apparent from the pictures before is underneath the pedestal with the ring. That section lifts out, and there's a little 5 or 6 piece build for the Eye of Sauron, using some orange curved slopes and things. So it's kind of a little hidden Easter egg.
Speaking of which, we got a Tower of War thank in yesterday. It's dusty. We got to dust it off. We're gonna put it online as is set.
Okay, I'll talk to you about that after.
There we go. Yeah, so Orthanc coming out on the website at some point soon in some shape or form. Probably as is set, which is a good savings.
Yeah.
All right.
And as is set, I really want to take Treebeard out, but I feel like we have to leave him in, because if you were buying that, would you count him as is sets don't have minifigures?
He's kind of a build, though, so
kind of a build, so we kind of have to leave him in, right? All right.
Morgan says, my river dance hasn't arrived yet. There you go. Well, looking forward to it. I think it might have not been Morgan, somebody else on Instagram that I was seeing.
Most of the people who have them already, I think, are people who got them at Lego stores, which means they were probably waiting in line at Lego stores at some awful hour early in the morning to get their hands on one.
Chris Dodson has ordered it. I didn't get it yet. Can't afford to put $500 out there just yet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pass on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the minifigures would be worth a lot, but I just can't justify spending that kind of money right now.
It's also gigantic.
Yeah.
So it's way bigger than you expect it to be. So it's like, you know, you want to get a Great Dane because they look cool and they'd be fun, but then you have an apartment and it doesn't fit.
Well, I bought the Titanic. I finally built it, and then the whole time I had been planning to put it on my little like TV stand underneath my projector wall, and it's too big. It doesn't fit on that. I didn't think to measure it because I thought it was gonna fit, and it's far bigger than I thought. It's needlessly too large. It could have been about 30% smaller, I think.
Yeah, the Titanic's big, Riverdance is big, and above all, the Eiffel Tower's big. So measure before you buy, and hopefully it'll fit in your space.
With these ridiculous huge sets.
I'm having to be a lot more selective about what I bring home too, because and you know you're laughing at me, Daniel, but no, these big sets I'm having to put in storage now because I can't display them anymore.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff in my closet too. I got a lot of stuff in backlog I haven't even built.
Yep. Alrighty, well, we are pretty good on time
I think
today.
that'll do it,
Any other
yeah.
news we got over there, Chris? Any last things we got?
No,
think
that's
he's
it.
more worried about
Just
his
getting
tickets.
my ticket to.
Alrighty, well, we'll close off on that note of measure before you buy. That's the advice for today.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out.
Hang on, I gotta do that. I forget till you say it, and then when you say it, like
I'm gonna do it too on the computer for my account. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Mark.
And we will see you guys next week with more news and more live streams. I think we've actually got one tomorrow night, Joy of Building. It might be next night themed. We'll see. I have to talk to Steven and Garrett about that. Yeah, I know. And then, the maniacs in the chat will love
What's the deal with the ketchup? You gonna talk about that?
Oh, that was just the thumbnail, but yeah, we'll talk about it too. We also have our store tour live stream. Hopefully the power doesn't go out like last one did yesterday.
This is the store tour live stream?
No. I'm just bringing this up. So this is the thumbnail. Stacy, who does a lot of our shipping, she actually got these for me on the coupons.
Okay, that's
She got 5 of these ketchup bottles.
Get it from Costco
for less than $2.
What?
So,
and it's Heinz brand, okay.
Which is brand. I have one of these in the
not
thing.
Your, Walmart brand.
So I am set for ketchup for a long time. We talked about this at the beginning of the video too. Ketchup addiction. So. But yeah, thanks guys. We're gonna end it here.
See y'all later. Thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great Wednesday.
Have a wonderful rest of the week here.